Welcome to our video on the top 10 most unusual families in the world. From families with unique lifestyles to those with extraordinary abilities, these families have captured the attention of people around the globe. So, without further ado, let's dive into the list. Number 1. The family of 6. When you hear of the family of 6, the last thing that comes to your mind is a family consisting of all members having 6 fingers. The Da Silva family members were born with more fingers than usual humans. They have 6 fingers which have been used to their advantage. The Da Silva family have a strong love for music and football, and with their unique genetic peculiarity, they've been able to scale their hobbies up. The genetic condition of being born with 6 fingers is known as central pterodactyl. Instead of this peculiarity being an issue of concern, low self-esteem and stigmatization, this family carries on with their lives as normal people, having an extra finger to boost their productivity. Number 2. Jim twins. Twins are known for similarities because they are born from the same mother and in the same womb and live together with the same life and grow up with everything together. But that isn't the case with the Jim twins. Both twins were adopted by different families and so they had to part ways. One was named James Jim Lewis and one named James Jim Springer. Both of them were reunited after 39 years, not only looking identical, but were almost the same name. Both loved maths and had a dog named Toy. Both loved carpentry. Both married a Linda and got divorced. Both got married to 2 Bettys. Both of them had a son and they were named James Allen too. Both had a Chevy and worked as security guards. One Jim, after getting reunited with his brother, got divorced and got married to a Susan with his brother as his best man. The other brother is probably looking for his own Susan now. Number 3. The Anyurung family. The Anyurung family is popularly known as the family whose face changes. The family of 6 children is from northern Sumatra in Indonesia. Out of the 6 children, only one of the children did not experience this facial change. This is a medical condition known as Paramark syndrome or progressive facial heterotrophy. It is characterized by the progressive deterioration of tissues on one side of the face. The skin may thin out, the facial bones may shift, and the soft tissue slowly diminishes. With time, these children have had to live with the different social stigmatization and people's assumptions of them being cursed. The condition is concluded to be genetic as their father also suffers from the same. The Anyurung family is yet to visit a hospital for a medical diagnosis due to the negative reactions from people. The children are content living their lives with this anomaly as they have adjusted to the discrimination from people. Number 4. The Colts. Australians are known for being different, but this story will shock you as this family really changed the idea of what is called parenting. Their story really shocked the world. June Colt was born after incest in New Zealand. She went on to have 7 children with her brother Tom and then they moved to Australia. Being born from incest and then having incest, that seems a lot, but it didn't stop there. The police uncovered unsanitary caravans and tents and sheds where all 38 Colts lived together. The kids knew that their father was their uncle too and all of them were malnourished and sexually abused. Some of them even had disorders which were related to the genetic sexual attraction disorder as all of them were related. Examples of disability in people who have been born because of incest are there. Most of the kids were in a critical state of health. There were 4 generations of Colts living together and they moved everywhere around Australia. The casualness doesn't stop there though. When they had their family photo taken, they realized that something was off-putting the cameraman. They hired Photoshop the pictures while trying to fix the lighting and shadows. The family posted the photos on Facebook and the reaction to the photos was hysterical. The photos gained a lot of attention and that is when people discovered the sinful activities going on in the family. Number 5. UK largest family. Britain's biggest family is set to grow as Sue Radford has revealed she is pregnant with her 22nd child, Mrs. Radford, 44-year-old, and her husband Noel, 48-year-old, showing her latest ultrasound. It comes after the pair from Morecambe, Lancashire said that after their last child in 2018 there would be no more. Mrs. Radford said her child is due in April and disclosed she would like a little boy, adding, "I wonder if it will be 11 of each. I'm feeling a bit boy." The family, who only claim £170 in child benefits a week, have to rely on Mr. Radford's bakery business to make ends meet and pay for their 10-bedroom house. Mr. Radford had a vasectomy when the couple were expecting their 9th baby but got it reversed so they could have more children. All of them, apart from Chris and Sophie, still live with their parents. With Sophie now having 3 children of her own, the family have to fork out PS $350 a week on food and spend 3 hours tidying up every night to keep their house in check. Washing duties are non-stop, with 18 clothes being washed every day of the week. Number 6. The Rapunzel family. Speaking of Rapunzel, the fairy tale of a young lady who used her long hair to save her Prince Charming comes to mind. However, this family is not a fairy tale. Terry Lynn Russell, a mother of 4 who resides with her husband and kids, has hair that is about 6 ft long. Her daughters are now very close to achieving the same feat. Terry Lynn stated that the last time she had short hair was when she was 4, and by her definition of short she meant that her hair length was above her waist. She won many ponytail competitions and mentioned that it was what attracted her husband to her. Number 7. Bunker Brothers. You must have heard about the Siamese twins. And if you haven't, then you're in for a surprise. Siamese means something or someone from Thailand. But the word is mostly used to remember the Siamese twins who were born twins attached to each other. One was named Sang and the other Yang. Against all odds, they survived and lived long and happy lives. Happy how? Well, both of them were rich, which was fine because they were part of a big circus and they toured the whole of America. But the most interesting part is that they were married and had 21 kids in total. Yes, it is as crazy as it sounds. The Bunker brothers got married to 2 sisters and they have shared a huge bed made for 4 people. That was until the fallout between the sisters and they moved into different houses. But obviously the brothers couldn't. So they took turns and stayed at one sister's house twice a week and then the other house. We don't know if that counts as adultery. In 1874, Chang died and 2.5 hours later Yang died as well. Maybe the thought of being attached to a dead body killed Yang. But people believe Yang wouldn't have survived had he been detached from the body. Number 8. The China family. When people tell you that they have a big family, you'd probably imagine 20 people. The China family is the largest in a village in northeast India with 39 wives, 94 children, 14 daughters-in-law, 33 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. The head of this family, Xina, China, belonged to a religious sect that believed that and practiced polygamy. This religious sect, China Paul, was founded by China's grandfather in 1942. This religious sect has 2,000 followers practicing the same thing as the China family. As the village head, before his demise, he lived together with his family in a 4-story house with 100 rooms. This house is a major tourist attraction in the state. His wife stayed in a room close to his where they took turns spending the night in his room. He passed away last year as a result of diabetes and hypertension. The China family made it into the world records as the world's largest family. Number 9. The Duggars. This family is famous for the number of kids they have, which is 19 and counting. The parents, Jim and Michelle, got married in 1984 and decided that they won't have kids unless they are financially stable. After 4 years of marriage and saving every penny, the time was finally there. They had a child, but it died in a miscarriage. The couple was very religious and it affected them because they are very practicing Christians. God listened to their prayers and gave them children. Not 1, not 2, but 19 kids. The interesting thing is that all of their names start with J, referring to Jesus. They even had a show called 19 and Counting on TLC, but it was canceled some years ago. If you are thinking that isn't the biggest family there is, you're right. Number 10. The Peeble family. Samuel Silva was born with a genetic disorder known as Peebleism. This is a rare genetic disorder that can affect people from all backgrounds and run in families. The most notable physical characteristics of those who have this disorder is a triangular patch of hair, usually on the forehead, that lacks any color pigment. Samuel got this genetic disorder from his mom and grandmother. Random people who don't know about this condition have mistaken Peebleism for fire accidents or burns. Samuel has often gotten questions from passersby and random people as to what caused his accident. In 2020, he became a supermodel, representing the face of brands. The interest of brands in his genetic anomaly made him embrace himself and love his skin against all odds. And that's a wrap on our top 10 most unusual families in the world. We hope you enjoyed learning about these fascinating families and their stories. Which family did you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.